Do you think it's possible to be a decent looking guy and still be chronically single because you're just too passive and not social enough? Yeah. I mean, like, 100%. I mean, I think I'm pretty decent looking. I'm definitely not hot, but I think I'm decent looking. I am definitely chronically, not for life. A couple years, almost half a decade, type of thing. Because you're just too passive, not social enough. I mean, bro, if you don't meet people, how are you gonna meet like a woman if you just don't talk to people? I think about me because I'm me, so I'm gonna think about me. But like, I keep to myself. Like, I stay in my home, for like days. It's like that's common. Like, I go swimming. Like, I won't talk to people. I'm hoping nobody's there when I go swimming. If someone's there, I'm out. I leave the pool. I'm not trying to swim with other people around. So I just stay home for like days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday type thing, you know? So I don't talk to people. I don't meet people. So how could I complain that like no women will date me? I can't meet women. I can't go on dates. Like, I don't leave my home. Of course I can't meet people. So I read this. I just thought that was really funny. But I feel bad for little bro. I mean, 20s. He's a similar age to me. I've also never had a serious long-term relationship in the same way. I kind of relate to this bro a lot. But, I mean, bro, you do... I thought about this too. I'm sure other people think about this. I don't know, maybe in a different way. But nobody's ever vocalized this to me. So to me, it's profound. It's some kind of new idea, but I think for others, they've just haven't said it. I think it doesn't matter how, like, who a person is, like how attractive they are, what their like interests are, hobbies are, personality traits. I don't think any of that matters if the person is just like famous enough. If the person is just known by enough people. Like, there will be someone else, like, who would be similar enough to be interested. I mean, you can see it in like any example. You can look at the real world. Maybe you know somebody in your life who's just not a good person. But then, I mean, you can look at the news. You can look at social media or the internet. Which, I mean, I already said I don't really leave my home, so of course I spend a lot of time on the internet. But like, I'll look at just famous people, and it's like that guy committed multiple crimes, like human trafficking. Like, we're talking kidnapping, talking like extortion. You have guys like this, like domestic abusers. But they're famous enough that there's some woman out there who's interested still. And I'm just... And the other side of it too with it is, I would sometimes see comments as insults. Not to me, of course, because, I mean, I just keep to myself. But I see as insults, they'll say something like this person got a relationship or got a girlfriend or whatever, and you haven't. You, the viewer. And that's... Even from like when I first heard it, I thought it's not an insult though. Like, I'm looking for someone who's like me, not who's like the person that person's with, right? Like, if I don't know, like if some murderer was able to find a girlfriend, like serial murderer found a girlfriend, and somebody's like, but you haven't. I'm not looking for a girlfriend who's interested in dating a serial murderer. I'm looking for a girlfriend who's like me. Just is not into serial murdering. You know, or like... So there's a lot of internet personalities out there who just, it's like, I just don't, they're just not a good person. Terrible traits. Just horrible people in some ways. Obviously, they can't be summed up in some single word. But like, some people can be described as not good people, as people to just avoid. And yet they'll still be in relationships with people, and it's mind-blowing. How can this person who's like beaten his last 3 girlfriends, how does he have a 4th? How does this guy have 3 ex-wives and with restraining orders against him, but now he's a 4th? It's like it's like mind-blowing. It's confusing. But with enough, again, it doesn't matter like who the person truly is. It's just, with enough people, someone will be interested. But some people, it's like the odds are that good that like you're able to find that many people who are interested in you. Like, damn. Like, I'm not jealous because I'm not looking for someone like that. So I can't be jealous of you in this hypothetical, whoever this you is. Because I don't know who you, the viewer, are either. But you gotta meet people. You gotta socialize. And you got... this is, I mean, similar topic, but I think this is a truly profound thought. On occasion, I'll watch like YouTube videos with Trapper Ross. I like his stuff. His stuff is interesting. And they'll talk about ops, like their opposition, people who are against them. And one day, or I mean, many days over many months or multiple years, I've been my biggest problem. Like, when I look back, it's like, who's wasted my money the most? Me. I've wasted more money of mine than anybody's wasted my money. Right? Like, who's got me more physically injured than anybody else? Me. I'm the one who did dumb stuff that got me injured. Right? Like who makes the choices that affect me the most? It's like me. So the other day, I did something dumb and I hurt my hand by accident. And I was laying face down on my bed because the pain was just excruciating. It was some of the worst pain I felt. I thought my hand was fractured. It was bad. I knew it wasn't broken, but I knew it wasn't. It wasn't just like a bruise. It felt. I've never had a bone fracture, but it felt like, that's what I imagine a fracture felt like. So my head was down, and I'm just trying to like breathe, but I was nauseous and dizzy, and I was like, holy shit, this is painful. But then I just thought to myself, I'm the one who did this to me. Like, I'm the one who got hurt here because I'm the one who did something that got me. Like, me, I'm my biggest op. I'm my op. I'm my own biggest op. And I was like, damn, man, like, and of course I'm already well aware I'm not a victim of the world. The world's not out to get me. I'm my own biggest op. It's me. I'm my biggest problem. So when it comes to relationships like this too, I think, who's holding me back? It's not women. Women they're not reject. I'm not talking to women. How can they reject me? How can it be their fault when I'm not talking to them? Like, it's me. It's me holding myself back. So I went into the comments a little bit. I didn't go too far. I left them pretty out there, but you're better off just being like a horrible person that everybody knows than being the hottest person in the world who nobody knows. Like, that's a fact. It's probably something like a bell curve, probably like a normal distribution or something. Because it's definitely not true in like these super extremes. I mean, you could look back in history and find some of the worst people. They've had romantic partners. But when you look at like Farmer Timmy, Farmer Timmy from like 1630. Like, Lil Bro wasn't the king. Lil Bro wasn't the duke. He didn't have, every woman in the village. Well, there's like the city who knew who he was. So like, of course, we're not gonna, I don't know. I got lost with that thought. I was still going somewhere with it, but we're gonna have to move on. Damn. But definitely, you have to just talk to people. I mean, you gotta do more than just talk. You gotta have proficiency in talking to people, being able to communicate and listen to them. Active communication, active listening. Read their it's not body language. Just read their nonverbal communication. Try to understand what their posture is. Are they trying to turn away from you? Is their head turned more? Are they trying to get away from you? Are they trying to change the subject real quickly, very subtly? Are they? Yeah, you gotta read these things to understand. And that's difficult, especially for someone who's not talking to people. How can someone learn the skills to communicate without communicating? So I feel for all the guys out there, especially guys on like this subreddit. I don't browse here often. I'll see, I don't know, every couple of days there'll be one that pops up on like the homepage for popular or something. But I feel bad for some of these guys who are talking about relationships. I feel them. The truth hurts though. Yeah, I mean, bros are on it. If you don't meet people, how can you meet people? I think that's just the simplest way to sum it up. And people ask, how can someone do this? What's the way to do it? And I think the best thing for somebody like me who's on the internet more than actively living like the real world, they gotta just find like their own group. But the internet's weird. You gotta find real people. That's difficult though. We'll focus on that though. People on the internet can be really weird. We'll go back to real life. There are clubs that some places have. Some people talk about going to gyms to meet people, but that's not it. Bars. Some people talk about going to bars, clubs. I don't know about all that stuff. Sometimes there'll be like Facebook groups for like tabletop games. That's a good one. Tabletop games. That's how you meet like 3, 4, 5 people. Maybe you get along with them, maybe you don't. Maybe you're not even interested in like the game. You should still get to meet people, talk to them. That's a good thing to do. It's nerdy stuff though, but I'm with that though. You better believe I'm right there at the D&D table rolling some D20s. Obviously hitting that critical fail. I already know I'm hitting that one every time. But I think groups like that, hobbyist groups, that's just the best way to go about it. But I don't know. Bonding over stuff, I think, is by far just the best thing to do. That's all my friendships have developed. Just bonding over doing something. Like, that's why I became so close with people at my previous job, because we spent all day doing stuff together. We're all working together. We talk about the work, then we talk about personal stuff. But when it's like you're sitting at a bar stool, on a bar stool next to somebody else, it's like, well, what do you have in common to talk about or do to strike the conversation up or to keep the flame going? Because that's what it is. I think for a lot of men it's the case, especially. For women it's different. I've heard this in some stuff. Women tend to communicate, or communication, like talking to each other, tends to be the focus of like their meeting. Like when men meet up, the conversation is secondary to the activity itself. It's like for me and my friends, like we'll talk like on Discord and stuff when we play games, but that's like when we play games. Like I've never just called up one of my boys just to like talk to my boy, just like that, and like just sit there on the call. Like, none of my boys have ever done that with me either. It's just, like, never been a thing. But we'll play a game for, like, 5 hours straight, and we'll talk. And we'll talk about personal lives, too, and stuff. We'll get into all that, but there's gotta be an activity involved. And it's like this even when I met up with a previous therapist. It was difficult for me to just have that conversation in person, especially at that time. A lot of personal stuff going on. Not concerning about that. But it was difficult to have that conversation face to face. She busts out cards, like a deck of cards. I forgot what they were. And we bond. Well, I say bond. We spend like the duration of the appointment playing cards and talking while playing the cards. That's the thing that eases the, I don't know, social anxiety that's involved in, I think, meeting new people. But at a bar, what are you talking about? I don't know. That's just not me. I don't talk to people at bars either. I don't go to bars. That's just not my style. So, and the clubs are not my style. So then for people like me who are more, I don't know, people say introverted. I don't know about all that stuff. I just like to keep to myself more of the time. But I'm gonna keep scrolling on this. I'm getting lost in my own thoughts on that. I'm gonna get back on this. This is more about the subreddit. The people here. I wonder if this guy's on target. Comments from women on the regular, but he was never ladies man. He only 2 relationships. He just kept low profile. That's what I'm saying. You can be attractive as can be, but if nobody knows you, nobody can date you. I just push it to the extreme. If you never leave your apartment, how are you gonna find a woman to date? Right? It does not matter. If literally nobody ever sees you, how can anybody date you? And at the same time, if the whole world knows who you are, if they see your face in the news or something on the Twitter post or Facebook, or if they see you repeatedly, people get used to seeing people over and over again. It's why people feel less disgust, over disgusting things over time. They get used to stuff. People get used to. I'm not trying to talk about the looks. I'm talking about more personality than anything. The people with bad personality, if they're just known, they can find someone. Someone will find them. They'll find someone. And that's what this guy's talking about. He was shamelessly on the hunt. I don't know why that wording is just not for me. This guy banged more girls than I can care to admit. Bro, that's the kind of stuff that bugged me multiple years ago. Like what, 5 years ago? I was like, I know I'm not the most attractive guy, but I'm decent, as I've already said. I don't need to restate that. But I had a friend I was drinking with pretty often, and I was like, this guy's he's not that much more attractive than me, and yet he's hooking up with different women weekly. But at the exact same time, I'm thinking to myself, I'm not looking to date those women who are hooking up with my friend after knowing him for a night or whatever. So so there's no jealousy on my end is what I'm trying to convey with that. But I hear that from him and I'm like, how does he do it? And the answer is, he just meets women, and with just enough women, eventually, one person will have some kind of interest in him. And damn, bro, not over with my interest at all. Bro, I'm with you. I'm not trying to convey any kind of romantic or sexual interest. I'm not trying to do any of that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not me, though. I keep that shit to myself. I'm not trying to let that affect anything. I don't know about courtship. I don't care about that stuff. Dating apps. Oh man, dating apps. I'm so glad we brought up dating apps. I've tried using. I've never. I don't know if it's kind of sad, but I'm indifferent to it at this point. I was disappointed and kind of sad, of course, and feeling a little self-conscious, insecure, of course, at the time, because I never had like any conversation led anywhere. I never had any kind of Tinder dates or Hinge dates or anything, Bumble. Like, not a single date, never more than like a couple conversations. Like, that's it. So obviously no hookups or any kind of dating or anything like that. So for me, it's like 0 out of all attempts. Infinite failure. Well, to me, it's not failure, though. I just didn't succeed in achieving my goal, but it's whatever. So I look at that and I'm like, it's just not for me. Like clearly dating apps are not for me. And at the same time, I'm not for dating apps. I think that's important for people to recognize about themselves. Something cannot be for you, but you can also not be for something. Dating apps are not for me, and I'm not for dating apps. We don't mix. Like, I don't communicate that well with people. Like, to me, I know what I look like, so I know what people are going to see immediately. I have an idea, at least, of what people are going to see, and I have a basic understanding of what my like surface level like personality is when people first meet me. Like, I have an idea of how I'm conveying myself to others, how they're interpreting me and stuff. So it's difficult for me to convey who I am with something as simple as like a couple sentences in a biography. I can't convey who I am. I'm sure just in this one video, a lot of my personalities come out already. I love to smile, I love to laugh, I love to have a good time. I do, there's a lot going on, but I can't convey all of that over text or in a dating app profile. I can't. I also can't explain it verbally to somebody, because it's weird too, I think. But it then becomes difficult for someone like me, so I have to not use that method. I tried, it didn't work. Those attempts didn't succeed in ending with me getting into a relationship. So to me, that just means it's not my method. It's just not gonna work. I just gotta find a different way. And for me, the current way is I just keep to myself. I'm not looking to date anyone. I'm not looking at any kind of romantic or sexual relationships. At the same time, though, the question then is, like, am I open to it? And a lot of nuance with that. So I don't know. That's a different day type thing. What else are these bros saying? Yeah, 100% worse. Bros are on top of it. People know about it. They know. I don't know about any of that pretty privilege stuff. I don't have that pretty privilege, so I can't speak on that. Oh shit. People thought of me as kinder. True. I do be kind of thinking of some fatter people as kinder because they're fatter. That's a fact. Damn, bro's considered a jerk? Oh, that's weird. I don't know about any of that stuff. That is weird. Yeah, that's weird. It'd have to depend on the person. It's not just the weight. Yeah, that's weird. Damn, poor bro. Feel bad for that. History's conditioned women to be courted by men. Man, when bros start going into like history lessons on this, I'm like, that's not for me. I love history. I think I love history more than the median person, but that's not for me, man. Society's more progressive now, but I think most of the tradition remain. A 7 or 8 approaches her, chats her up, asks for a number, then the cold approach and give her number to guys a 9. How are we supposed to be shifting away from traditional gender roles, yet men are still expected to maintain theirs, making the first move? See, this is the stuff that's like, it's all internet stuff. It's all like is this? Yeah, I don't know about all that stuff. See, I'm not walking up to a woman. I'm not cold approaching anyone. I'm not. Speaking of cold approaching, there's been some talks of like pickup artist stuff. That's its own thing, but none of that stuff's. I'm not trying to cold talk to people. I'm not trying to approach anyone. I'm not trying to ask for anybody's phone number. I'll give you mine. I'm not taking yours though, because I'm not gonna text you or call you. It's just not gonna happen. I just know it. So I would definitely just try to give my number instead, and then that's the way I would keep the conversation. Because I would continue the conversation. I probably just wouldn't. Be the one to initiate that at that point. I'm pretty sure. So I don't want to I don't want to have that. I don't want to falsely lead anybody on in that situation. That's the type of thing. Bro summed it up too. I love how people sum this up so simply. It fits so well. Yeah. You just gotta meet people. And again, I see this stuff on the internet. That's, oh man, it just gets kind of, I don't know. I look at people and I'm like how are you live streaming yourself on like Twitch or Kick or whatever? Like you're acting like that, you're treating people like that, and yet like people are giving you money, and they're like being kind to you, and like still coming back to talk to you like day after day. Again, you're doing that. You're saying stuff like that. You have a criminal record like that. Like what's going on here? Like I don't know. To me, the answer comes down to just meet people, talk to people. But I'm not taking my own advice on that. I'm keeping to myself. I'm just doing this. But I don't know. That's the time where I have to. I think many others, many other men in positions like mine, have to accept, at least now. You can't blame anybody else for like, a lot of your problems that are like your problems. I can't hold it against society or against women for not dating me or whatever, because I'm not. It's me. It's 100% just me. So when I see, what are they called? It's like I know it's the manosphere, like the red pill manosphere guys. When I see those guys, some of the incel guys, they're kind of all mixed in. The Venn diagrams are very similar. I think there's a big overlap on the Venn diagrams if you took all 3 circles. But like with those guys, like some of those guys will just go straight for blaming women. It's like women won't date short guys. It's like bro, like I've known short men in real life, like guys who are short, like below 5 foot, and like they have wives or girlfriends or whatever. Like they exist. Like this isn't. But when I talk to the people, but they're charismatic though. Like the one guy, he was a charismatic dude. He was kind of serious at times though. He kind of walked around with like more like a stocky build. He was like probably like 4'11", maybe 5 foot, something like that. He's stockier build, a little older, mid-20s, later 20s, probably like 26, 27, something like that. A little bit of a serious face, but bro's charismatic. Like he'd strike up conversations. I talk with him. Dude was chill. Bro was chill. He knew he was short. He knew people made fun of him for being short in the past. He knew that. Bro owned who he was, and bro was himself. He was married, and his wife is attractive. She's nice. She's a good person. I only talked to her like twice though. I can't really speak on her. I don't really know her. But he was charismatic. He was a cool dude. The height's not the thing. I mean, and of course the answer is always it depends or some. It's never all. There's never just the simple answer. There are going to be some women who care about height more than anything. Care about height, and that's like, I don't understand when people are mean about stuff like that though. That's something about the dating apps. I wish I'd kept this in the dating app portion of this. I've never understood when people are being so mean to others on there. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand why people are mean in general. I don't understand when people are so quick to go out of their way, like, be mean to people that they've just matched with. Like, I see people swipe, they'll match on each other, have a conversation, whatever. It doesn't go well. One person will insult the other, and it's like, I only matched with you because to tell you you're ugly, like that type of thing. Like, why? Like, what? Like, if that really was your goal, like, that makes you a bad person. Objectively, like, you're just a bad person for going out of your way to call somebody ugly for no reason. Like, simple as. I mean, like, if I walked up to you, the listener, and just called you ugly to your face, is that cool? That's what doing that on a dating app is like. Just matching with someone just to call them ugly is the same thing as saying it to their well, I'd say it's similar to saying it to somebody's face. It's no reason to. Like, why? And then if the answer is I don't know what, is if they matched because they were attracted to the person but it didn't go well, so then they insult them as like I got you. But like, why? Like, is your ego that fragile? Like, do you feel that hurt that you have to inflict pain onto him or her? I say him because I'm thinking, putting myself in the situation. If I've never been in the situation, I have to just imagine myself there. It's like, damn, like, why be so mean? That's another reason why. Because people talk about the different dating apps. Like, Tinder was the thing for a while, and it kept changing. But recently, I've heard it's all just bad. Just none of the dating apps are good. I've been ahead of the game for the last, like, decade or whatever. Actually, close to that. I don't know. Something close to the last decade. I've been on top of that. I've been ahead of the game. Skipping all that. No thank you. I tried it a couple times, as I mentioned. Didn't go well. So I just played off like I do the whole time. It wasn't good for society. Boom. So then now I'm just kind of, oh, actually, is there anything, I want to see if there was a post on here that caught my attention. I think there's one more. Top one last week. I want to keep dragging this on for no reason, but there was something. I think we're gonna have to hit some of these real quick. We're gonna have to hit some of these. Ooh. Shit, we're gonna have to get some serious stuff going on here. Alright, we'll stop here. We'll pause here and we'll go to this one. 39 male found dating apps on my girlfriend's phone. What would you do? Just on that title, what would I do? I'm gone. So if that's the situation, the answer is to leave. That's the right answer. She deliberately chose to have those dating apps on her phone. She deliberately chose to keep them on her phone every day that they were on there. Like, if she scrolled past it and she saw it, she knows they're on there. She put them there. And if she has any active conversations, I mean, she's using it. And if she's hiding it, then, I mean, there's no justifiable reason for someone in a monogamous, like, romantic relationship like this to have dating apps on their phone, secretly have dating apps on their phone and, like, conversing with other people. It's but gotta read the body though. We only read the title. She has dating apps on her phone, Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble. Ah, yikes, bro. Damn, she went all the way. She tried to claim they're only for snooping on her ex-husband. Bro, that's stalking. She's trying to stalk her ex-husband on dating apps? Does she have her own profile on those dating apps, or does she have a fake profile? Because if it's her profile, bro, she's lying. And if it's a fake profile and she is stalking him, she's a fucking psycho stalker. Okay, we'll keep going though. I asked her if she was talking to anyone. She said no. Then she claimed she didn't have the apps downloaded. What? I already had senior active matches conversations. Boom, she lied to your face. Oh, careful. I hurt the hand I just hit my hand into, for emphasis. Bro, she just lied to your face. Just like that. She just told you, I'm lying to you. You cannot trust me. It's like, bro, again, my advice at this moment, gotta bounce. She just lied to your face. You know she lied to your face. How can you trust another word she says? She just lied to your face. I mean, if there's ever a line to say, like, stop trusting me, it would be if, like, I lied to your face, right? Like, what? Like, where's the line? How many times do I have to lie to you before you'll say you don't trust me anymore? Like, how serious does the lie have to be? And for bro here, I gotta keep going. I gotta see. When I asked her to show the app, she walked away, deleted them. Came back. He shows her the screenshots he already took. She went on a rant. She validation. She lies again. Never met anyone. How you should trust her, bro. These fucking people, man. They act. It's completely on emotion. There is no logic in what they say because their stuff is indefensible. They cannot defend their cheating. They cannot in these situations like this. So she's acting just pure out of emotion. So what she's saying does not make sense. He should trust her even though okay, I'm getting mixed up. Pause. Rewind. She lies to his face and says, I didn't talk to anyone. He shows that she lied to his face, and then she says, trust me. Bro, what? I mean, if someone took my wallet, held it in front of my face, reached in, took out my cash, took out the South Korean won that I've kept in my wallet for the last like 4 years because I haven't found a place to exchange it out for like currency conversion. So it's either appreciating or depreciating value, and I have no idea which. I'll just find out in like 10 years when I go back there at some point. Anyways, if someone reached in there, pulled out my South Korean won, and just pocketed it and told me they didn't steal my money, and they said trust them, bro, what would you do if someone stole your money in front of your eyes and said trust them? They didn't steal your money. Being in these situations, I know this about myself too. I think it's important to recognize we can get sucked into what we're dealing with at the time. If I'm this guy, I'm thinking about her. I'm thinking about how much I love her. I'm thinking about our relationship. I'm not thinking about all this logically. I'm going pure emotion too. So which is why these things should be thought about in advance. With stuff like this video, talking about this, thinking about stuff like this. This is why I try to read stuff like this, just to think about myself in situations. Because maybe in a future situation, something like this happens to me, and maybe I remind myself back to this moment. She lied to me, and it just hits me. Like, boom. She lied to me. How can I trust her? And maybe that's like the wake up I need, maybe. So I think it's just kind of important to be aware of that. Like where's the line with people? There's some difficulty with cheating. That's for a different thing though. But bro says he loved her, he shattered. Bro, I feel you. I would still say, like, I never understood what people meant when they said heartbreak. When they said like they felt their heartbreak, I never knew what that meant. I thought that was purely symbolic or hyperbolic. I thought they're exaggerating. I felt heartbreak once. It felt like my heart shattered into pieces. It felt like that, and I was stunned in the moment. I was in pain. But even at the time, I was like, it felt like my heart broke. That's the kind of pain that is difficult to deal with and deal with situations like this. So I feel for this guy. Because she's going to keep begging him to come back, and she's sorry, she's different, she's changed, she never did anything wrong, blah, blah, blah. He can check her phone, whatever. She'll say anything she can. And if I'm broing this, I'm thinking maybe she does feel sorry. Maybe it was just one time. I know I'm susceptible to that type of I don't know what you call it, subduction, coercion, maybe influence. I'm susceptible to that, and I'm aware that I'm susceptible to that, which is why I'm gotta stop before the infection spreads any further. I think that's just the best way to say it. If it's gonna get too painful, you gotta just cut it off before it gets worse. But yeah, everybody's saying you made the right choice. I agree. Gotta make the right choice in that. But it's difficult, man. Damn, I hope that works out for bro. Why would you wait until I was pregnant and married to say anything? Simple as he's abusing you. I think that's... Gotta read it now. Happened a few years ago. Alright, she has a crush on a guy. Oh wait, I know this one already. This way I don't jump to conclusions based on the title. Backtrack. Rewind the title. Why would he wait until I was married to pregnant to say anything? Gotta read the paragraph to see. Alright, boom. She likes him. She likes the dude. He never liked her back. Blah, blah, blah. She meets a dude in college. They fall in love. Latino wedding. She meets her crush again. Later on, the crush approaches her and says he's had a crush on her for years and always hoped they could have something. Bro did it purely out of selfishness. Purely out of selfish reasons. Yeah. He's probably not. It's about the prize. It's about the victory. It's about the challenge. Once it became difficult, yeah. Both unattainable and not a real option. Yep. At the same time, met you at the wedding. Probably thought he could seduce you and sleeping with them. Probably. Definitely his goal. He wouldn't want anything more since you're married, whereas when you're single, you would have fallen in love. Blah, blah, blah. And been a whole headache. Ooh. I think bro's on target with that. Saying he's everything your ex wasn't, but really, what does it say about his character if he approached you like this? Yeah, what kind of married man approaches another married woman, makes a note. Overture like this? Is that the right word? Makes it over... I thought it would be overt move or something. I don't know. He starts with the person. Nah, he's not the guy. Oh shit, why would my girlfriend say this to me? I have a girlfriend who's 27, okay? Is now engaged to her man. What? Okay, hang on. But it's been around a lot in the past. I don't know. Girlfriend, not girlfriend. I was so confused for a good minute. Okay, there's a space in between. I thought it was just bad grammar, bad spelling. Alright. Got it fixed. I have a girlfriend who's 27 is now engaged to her man, but has been around a lot in the past. I don't know what her exact count is, but I would guess it's probably around 40. A count of what? I have 26 female. It always says. Her friend says it's not a good thing that she hasn't been with anyone because men don't want to deal with a virgin. I'm confused, she says. Because a lot of times I hear men I have difficulty speaking. They value purity in a woman. Yeah, that's a whole thing in itself. It's not about the purity though. The purity is just a facade. It's gross. It's not about purity. They want to take the purity. They want to. They want her to be. They think when a woman has sex, she goes from being pure to corrupted. They want to be the ones that corrupt her, to take her purity. It's gross. The obsession with purity is disgusting. When does she become, what, impure? Impure. What is that point? Is it when she has sex? Which man wants to be the one to corrupt her, to defile her? That's weird. It's fucked up. I've never understood this obsession with the idea of purity. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I'm not waiting for marriage. I'm just waiting until I find the person I want to spend my life with. Feel comfortable. I feel you. I could not just meet and hook up with someone. It has to be a long-term relationship. No shot. Anyways, I haven't put much attention to the dating life, blah blah blah. Just to know why her friend says this. Does she feel guilty about her own promiscuous past? Yeah, I mean, she's definitely just pushing her negative feelings about herself onto you. I mean, let's just ask ourselves real quick. What is wrong with waiting for the man you want to have sex with to be the right man? Like, what is wrong with waiting for the time that you want? If you want it to be on your terms. What's bad about wanting, like, one of the most intimate situations of your life to be on your terms? Like what? Like, does her friend want her to have, the count of 40 men, I presume then. That makes sense. I was wondering what that was. Yeah, for obsession, if she wants her friend to hook up with like 40 different men, like what? That's not better than just not hooking up with anyone. That's worse. That's objectively worse. No, that's not a friend who cares about your well-being. A friend who cares about your well-being would want what's best for you, and what's best for you is to wait for someone you love and trust and care about. Not for you to just get a high number of sexual partners. That's not a healthy thing when it's someone else pushing onto you. Doesn't make sense. That's not a friend. That's just it's a gross person trying to hurt you. Damn, that's weird. Men who cut off female friends because the girlfriend demanded it. Did the drama end? I'm gonna read the body before I wanted to answer that already, but we'll read the body. For the men that have been given ultimatum by their girlfriends, the classic, it's me or her, and decided to cut their female friend off to keep their girlfriend. What was the end of the drama? Or was at the end of the drama? Blah blah blah. Guy wrote this on the break. The majority said, okay, we'll get to that after. I skipped all that anyways. Ultimatums like that, and that's just it depends, but it's just not generally just not healthy like that. And to cut off friendships is that's its own thing. It's difficult. A lot of nuance, a lot of opinions with that. For me, I draw the line at like previous or ex-romantic or sexual partners. For me, that's the line. She can have male friends. I have female friends. It doesn't matter. They exist. I'm friends with them. But that line is at like previous or prior hookups or romantic or sexual partners. It's just drama. Just drama. I just want to deal with that. Just if she has them still in her life while bringing me into hers, I'm just not interested. I'm not going to try to force her or pressure her. I can't force her. I'm not trying to pressure her, give her ultimatums and say, you gotta stop being friends with your ex or whatever. If she wants to be friends with her ex, she's going to be friends with her ex. And if I try to pressure her to stop, she's going to just resent me. He's going to resent me too. And then if they regain contact with each other, he's going to just push it onto her that I'm the shit person for pressuring her. It's just bad. It's just bad. So no. If she just has male friends, it depends on who they are, of course. That comes down to every situation, who the individual people are. But in general, I mean, if you trust her, if these guys aren't acting weird, it all comes out. How are they acting, right? I've seen this with my own friends too, and acquaintances, people who I'm not friends with. When it's just us, the guys, and we're drinking and partying, having a good time, just us, sometimes the conversation might turn like sexual. Heterosexual, homosexual, or otherwise sexual, it doesn't matter. Sometimes that's how stuff will go. It's just funny like that sometimes. The conversations, I don't mean like any kind of like weird physical acts. But if those same guys keep that same energy or tone it down, like with women involved, I'm chill with them. If they tone that shit up, or turn it up, I don't trust them. That's the line. That's one of the lines. It's one of the things to keep track of. Because if her male friend goes out of his way to make conversation sexual when she's in there or you're in there, you're both in there, it's deliberate on his part. He's being weird. Like, why? If he's like that all the time, though, it doesn't mean it's acceptable, but it means it's not just for her necessarily. It's different. That's some nuance to keep in mind. But me, I'm just not dealing with all that shit. That's just not me. I'm keeping my ass out of all that stuff. I'm staying home. You're not gonna catch me saying it's me or him. Not gonna catch me saying what he text you today. Why did you spend so long on the phone with him? Were you really with Daniel? I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing any of that. Nope. It's just not it. Alright, couple more. I'll go like 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes of thoughts. I hate men. I just avoid that personally. I leave that in the air. I just don't touch it. Yeah, I just don't touch it. Yeah, nah. I'm not gonna defend anybody. I'm not gonna stand up to anybody. It's just, nah. No thanks. Was I out of line to set up? Oh, that's a good question. I have 2 single friends. A male and a female friend. He's a lawyer. She's a manager at an IT company. Boom, boom, boom. Anyways, they both want to date people in general. So she tried to hook them 2 up. When she suggested this to her male friend, he got upset and said if he wants to date someone, he doesn't need her help. That's weird. He left and hasn't talked to me since. He calls me every other day and we hang on weekends, so I know this radio silence means he's definitely upset. I honestly don't think I did anything wrong. I thought they'd be a good match. I was just trying to be helpful, but I'm open to your thoughts and opinions. Do men hate? Why did bro freak out like that? Is that a normal reaction? She's like, hey, I have a friend, blah, blah, blah. She's the manager here. She's looking to date. She's saying all that, and he says, if I want to date someone, I don't need you to help me. I can find someone on my own. Why is he lashing out when he says that? He's not looking to be with just any woman. He has a woman in mind, clearly. Clearly he has a woman in mind. So, what woman would he get this upset over? Shit. Probably the OP of the story. Oof. How would I react? I'm friends with the woman. We're good friends. She's trying to, but I'm attracted to her. Maybe I want to hook up with her. Maybe I want to date her. Feelings are conflicting. I enjoy our friendship. She's like, hey, I have this other friend who's interested in dating, and how am I feeling? I'm thinking, I don't want to date your friend. I want to date you. I'm attracted to you, not her. Why are you trying to set me up with her? I have feelings for you. Is that what I'm thinking? And then she's still trying to set me up, and I'm pissed. So I'm like, if I wanted to just hook up with any woman, I would. Something like this. And I'm like, I don't know. I think bro was just kind of upset because he's attracted to her. But also, yeah, I agree with bro here. That's what I'm thinking. But at the same time, I also don't want to. I think this is also very likely too. I also don't want to get set up. I'm not looking to be set up with people. I don't like. I want to meet people. I'm not looking for two people to be like, or for someone to be like, hey, I got this other friend over here. She's blah blah blah. You might like her. Would I appreciate that? I might be a bit unappreciative of that. Is that justified though? Nah, it's not justified though. If it's unsolicited, if it's like kind of fucked up on her part, then it's different. But I don't think I'd freak out on her. I just wouldn't like it. I'd be like, I'm not, like, no thanks. Like, I appreciate that you care. But like, cause there have been female friends of mine who've tried to like set me up, like put in good words for me. Like, that's been common. I've had female friends who've like, straight up and like putting in good word for me, like day in, day out at the workplace type shit to like everybody. Like, that's the type of stuff. But did anyone ever? But no one ever was like, hey, I have this friend. Oh no, I didn't. No, one of my boys did. He did like, introduce me to her. We went on a date. That was okay. I appreciated that because that was my boy. If it was from a female friend of mine, that might have changed things. It shouldn't. But maybe for bro in this case, I don't know. I think it's just a stretch. I think I'm just stretching on all that. He calls me every other day and we hang out on weekends. Yeah. He's into you. There's not a single person in this world I've talked to every other day for any length of time longer than like a month. There's not a single person in the world I've talked to this much. There's nobody I spend that much time with on the weekends consistently. Like, even my closest boys, I've never spent that much time consistently with them. Yeah, now bro's definitely got some kind of feelings. Yeah, but bro needs to. Bro's like 38 though. Like bro, like I feel you. I'd be upset too. Maybe. I too would. See, like radio silence and silent treatment type shit, like that's, man. This is its own thing, but I used to do that. I used to be silent treatment type of fucking guy. But it's not healthy for anyone involved. It took me years, many years before I learned this and accepted it. It's not healthy to just refuse to communicate with somebody when there's a problem. It's to punish them? But all it does is aggravate the problem. Because you're stewing. For every second you refuse to speak to them, it's still in your head. Or it's in the person's head or my head in the situation. It's its own thing too. Never mind. Oh, I'm lost again. Boom, rewind. Oh, I'm already lost. Man, I was onto something. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's go to top month real quick. I'm having fun with this. I'm with teen son to cuddle with dad. I'd say uncommon, but not abnormal or weird. They get along fine, blah blah blah. I wanted to put the head in the shoulder, arms, and cuddle. Nothing wrong cuddling the family. Nothing wrong cuddling the family. It's a safe space, and I wouldn't change it. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Hell yeah. Man, I'll swear by like hugs and cuddling. It's some of the best stuff out there in the world. Some of the best stuff out there. Yeah, nah, no shame in hugging or cuddling with the family. It's don't be weird, but this is real life. People aren't weird like that. This isn't like people on the internet gotta cool it with the weird shit. But thankfully, nobody in there was being weird. Do some quiet men really like listening to girls yap? Oh, I read this one a little bit ago. Just wondering because I'm starting a relationship. She's 4 months in. It's going well, but sometimes she wonders if her boyfriend is just trying to appease her. She loves yapping, having good conversation. And we have great talks, but he's definitely quieter than I am. I feel bro on that. I'm definitely quieter. It may not seem like it because I'm just talking, but I'm yapping. But when I'm communicating with others, I'm like quiet. I like to listen. Like it's probably like 75%, 25%, probably like 3-1. Other people talk more than me. I prefer it that way. In general, I do. Changes on specific. Some days I just want to talk. Some days I want to have something to say. Because I got some kind of topic I'm interested in. But in general, yeah. I like to listen. He just listens to me talk about my day, giving his thoughts. I ask if I'm talking too much, and he just says no. He says, no, I like listening to you talk. Oh man, I'm gonna hold for a second. He keeps going. If I apologize for talking too much, he firmly tells me not to be sorry. He'll tell other people she talks, I listen. Is this dynamic? Is this a dynamic that really works for you guys? Or does he just say this stuff to appease? Or because of love goggles? I don't know what that means, love googles. Let's hear from other quiet guys. Oh, I'm not going to read the updates. We'll go off just this. Man, I'll listen to her yap. Hell yeah, bro. Bro, if we're dating, I'm interested in talking to her. I'm interested in her. I care about her. I care about her life, her personality, everything about her. Of course I want to listen to her talk and yap. If she's passionate about something, hell yeah, I want to listen to her talk. Hell yeah, man. It's like her voice is like music. Of course I want to listen to music frequently. Hell yeah. She's talking about stuff she's interested in. Hell yeah. She's having a good time too. That's awesome. And I get to do other stuff too while she's yapping. I'm still listening. Probably. I'm hearing. Definitely hearing. Hell yeah. Because also, what am I going to say? Like, what do I have to say? You know, like I'll listen to like my mom and my sister talk on the phone and stuff sometimes. And they'll talk for like 20, 30 minutes on like a drive. Like some of them driving home from work or something. It's like a 30-minute, and they'll just talk, like yap to each other about just stuff. And I'm like, well, I got nothing. I can't talk like that with anybody. I'm a little envious. I'm like, damn, I wish I had that much going on. I could talk to someone. I wish I had that much going on, and I could talk with someone that much about that. But man, if you know, and the other thing too, what makes me chuckle too is, bro, she apologized for talking too much, and then she asks if she's talking too much, and bro says, no, I like listening to you talk. And she goes, guys, he says he likes listening to me talk, but I don't know if he actually likes listening to me talk. Do you think he likes listening to me talk? It's like, young lady, like bro said, he likes listening to you talk. I'm gonna take his word at face value and say, bro likes listening to you talk. So I just think that one's kind of humorous. Physical intimacy. Oh shit, this is interesting. I'm 27. When I date with a 31-year-old man, things have been going well. Second date brought up physical intimacy. I remember him saying he thinks physical intimacy is different for men and women. How so? Women who sleep around are respected less than if a man would do it. Men who sleep around are respected less than a man who does it. Okay. Yeah, I think some people feel that way. Fucked up and kind of disgusting. Well, fucked up and disgusting, that kind of. He said, a key that can open up a lot of locks is a good key. But a lock that opens to a bunch of different keys is a bad. Is bro comparing a woman's like vagina to a lock and a man's penis to a key? Like, bro, that's weird. That's not a good analogy. That's actually That's a horrible analogy, my mans. Like, bro, what? Ah, okay, what? Is bro trying to say she shouldn't have sex with any other man but one? There should only be one lock? No, only one key that works for her lock. Only one penis that fits her vagina. And he wants to be the guy? What? Everything else is really good. He's been super respectful. That does not sound respectful to me. He's comparing your vagina to a lock, and he's trying to say that there's something wrong with you because you have been with multiple men and not just me. That's just weird. It's not respectful. It's not super disrespectful, actually. He's soft-spoken. Bro speaks. I mean, bro has kept this in his mind. This has been like, he had this on deck. Bro didn't come up with that on the spot. He's been wanting to say this for a while. He's thought about this. This has been on his mind. Okay, what else? He's soft-spoken, values make me feel safe and respected. Does not sound like he's making you feel safe and respected. Taking your time for physical intimacy, but I couldn't believe my ears when he said that. How common is that perspective for guys? That's not common. It shouldn't be common. I don't know how common it is, because the internet's very different than real life. On the internet, there'll definitely be people, a lot of people who convey that type of perspective. But in real life, that's a very small proportion. It tends to be very blunt. Okay, what do you mean by blunt, though? Do you mean blunt, or do you mean, like, rude and aggressive? Because there's a difference between being blunt and being an asshole. Like, somebody can be blunt but tactful, or blunt but respectful. Being blunt doesn't automatically mean, like, being an asshole, but when she says this guy tends to be very blunt, it does not sound to me like he's a kind and respectful person to communicate with. It sounds to me like he's aggressive, like intense, forceful, something along those lines. I don't know. It's not more common than you think. It definitely should not be more common than you think. Man, it's a red flag. It's definitely it's a parade of red flags. So how else does he feel? He feels that there's a defect with you because you've been with multiple men. How else does he feel about you? How else does he feel about women in general? How else does he feel about locks and keys? Does he have a lockpick set? I'd wonder about that. Does he have a lockpick set? I would not trust a man who has a lockpick set and compares women's vaginas to locks. I would not trust that man. Okay. What? I don't know. Okay, we'll skip some of these. Alright, we'll never get approached by men. Okay, alright. This is too me. It's been going on for too long. These are nice tabs. The woman I'm seeing gets me excited and it's becoming a problem. How so? I'm 28. What's up, big bro? We started seeing someone a few weeks ago. Okay, pretty early on. I'm focusing on career. Nice. I'm just not getting back into dating. Okay, so start off a little rough. Kept at it. And then he's going places. Where the trouble starts, is the more places we go, the more things I see her in and out of, and the harder it is to ignore how effortlessly attractive she is. Oh no, bro. Ooh, yikes. Oh, yikes, bro. No, she got him. Bro was falling in love with the woman. Even God's strongest warriors are not immortal. Rest in peace, brother. Even if she wasn't built like a goddess, she's goofy, smart, and driven. She sounds like she's your goddess, brother. That's all that matters. Don't put her on a pedestal. She isn't a goddess. Don't be fucking weird. So I'm glad he's not weird like that. But some men are really fucking weird, saying no man is good enough for her. She's too good for any man. Guys get really fucking weird putting women on pedestals and stuff. So respect to bro here for not saying she's a goddess, but she should still be your goddess, though. It's not in any kind of dumb, weird way. I didn't know makes more than me was even a checkbox I was looking for. Okay. I wish I was just bragging, but the issue is one or more of these things has me down tremendously whenever we're together. Oh no, why? We're talking and all it takes is a touch to efforts this effectively immobilize me in a chair for a few minutes. Bro, she got fucking paralyzed touch? Yikes, bro. You don't have antidotes on you? You don't have fucking paralysis antidotes or whatever? Cringe, bro. Why are you still getting so close to her if she can fucking paralyze you with just a touch? Get away from her, bro. Wear some like rubber so she can't electrocute you or whatever. Today we went dress shopping and I had to strategically hold the shopping bag between changing rooms. Why? I feel like I'm in high school again. Why? I don't know. I think being attracted to a partner is generally net good. Yeah, but frankly I'm embarrassed and I'm worried I'll embarrass her if things keep happening in the wrong places. I feel bro on this. I'd be self-conscious too. At the same time though, I'd tell this guy and myself, bro, you love her. You're attracted to her, clearly. Nothing wrong with that. However, I think what you should do is emphasize more in private so that way there's less going on in public. You see what I'm saying? You're pent up. You're too pent up in general. So now it's staying with you through the day, into the night. You gotta get that out. So that way you're not feeling that way during the day. See? What are some techniques to calm the hell down quick or prevent the lower decks from taking control in the first place? Bro, you can't stop a mutiny when the fucking... Man, when the guys down in the engine compartment want to fucking have a mutiny, they're going to send it, bro. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do when they want to call for mutiny. Me and my husband, uglier the better, question mark? Me and my husband have been together for 17 years, 4 kids. That's most definitely what's up. He was there at each birth, and even if I felt gross and disgusting and they focused on this is the best thing I've ever witnessed. There was a glass in front of my bed, he could see everything. Damn, that's what's up, bro. Hell yeah, big bro. We love each other and try to make time for lunch date. When working kids a lot, we don't have family help. Damn, that sucks. Always fix myself before I leave the house. No big things, but like makeup, hair, stuff like this. But when I'm in a desperate state, like baggy clothes, hair up, dark circles, and cleaning. Points out how good I look. I wonder if men, once they love someone, they only see beauty. Or am I romanticizing too much? Come on, big sis. You know what the answer is. When he loves you, he loves you. It's that's it. Like to you are the most beautiful woman in the world. Like, to him, you are the most beautiful woman in the world. It's like simple as. No other woman comes close. He doesn't see other women as anyone as attractive as you. It doesn't matter what you're dressed in, how, whatever, what state you're in, whatever. It's you. It's your personality. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need more than that. Just that person. There's a lot more like to who a person is than just their appearance. There's a lot more to it, of course. Oh shit, alright, wait, we'll get to the 12 commandments at the very end. Why is it socially acceptable to laugh at men's insecurities but not women's? Bro, you're on the internet too much, to be honest. Alright. Like... Maybe I'm too harsh. Maybe I'm too quick to judge. Let me backtrack. Why is it socially acceptable to laugh at men's insecurities but not women's? I don't think I really laugh at people's insecurities in general. If someone's insecure about, I'm not gonna mock somebody for being insecure about something. Unless I hate the person. Then it's fair game. But in general, I'm not gonna laugh at just like some guys' insecurities. And I mean, in general, does society accept it? I think in general, society just kind of ignores it. Like, nobody's gonna go out of their way to like stop somebody from making fun of somebody's insecurity or whatever. I mean, I think it just kind of comes down to individual people. But why is it more men than women who get laughed at? I think we kind of know the answer. But I don't think the answer really matters that much. I don't know. What did I do wrong? Last night my wife and I were having date night at home. What'd you do, big bro? She dressed up in lingerie and was having some wine. No, bro. No. What'd you do? Watched a few movies. What? And at one point she asked, "Are you going to do me?" What? I responded with, "Yes, I'll do ya." Fast forward 10 minutes, she was mad and said she didn't like my response. She said I didn't seem into her even though I was talking with her, rubbing her on her all night. She said I killed the mood. Yeah. She gets mad and goes to lay down in her car. Damn, that's sad as fuck. The fuck? At this point, I was just like, what the fuck did I do wrong? I ordered a pizza and sat in the living room waiting for her to come back in. What? Bro, this choice is the choice I would make. I would fucking, if this was fucking Fallout or Skyrim or some shit, I'd be fucking quick saving, hitting this option just to see how bad the fucking outcome is before I reversed and quick loaded back to like reality. Ordered a pizza and left your fucking wife who's in lingerie. Your wife is dressed in lingerie. She wants you to do her, and she's now laying in her car, fucking sad, bro. And you're eating pizza, bro. Can you give me your wife's number? I'll fucking make sure your wife isn't getting treated like that, because, damn, bro. She comes in livid that I didn't come out there and I ordered pizza. There was all the lingerie at me. Yeah, obviously I shut down and just laid on the couch. Why are you bitching? She continues to try to physically pull me off the couch multiple times. She said she hated me multiple times. Oh my god, this dude is this is insane. This is insane. What? This can't be real. This can't be real, bro. We're gonna break this down real quick for all the bros. If your wife or girlfriend is dressed in lingerie, is not comfortable. It's not a comfortable piece of clothing to wear for a long period of time or to do many activities in. That's why lingerie is like gift wrap. It's like gift wrapping paper. It's like a ribbon. It's there to look nice, but you take that off because you're trying to get to the fucking gift prize underneath. All right. You take the lingerie off. She shows up in lingerie, bro. What? She's telling you. She's already conveying to you non-verbally exactly what she wants to happen. Second, she asks you if you're going to do her, and you say yes, and you don't do anything for 10 minutes. Bro, what? Like, I understand when people are trying to be sympathetic, empathetic to people. Like, bro, I'm just gonna be straight, like, mean. What? Like, how can you? Like, again, that's the fucking choice I would make in an RPG video game after I quick save, because I want to see how bad the outcome is if I just don't go, like, if I don't do anything. It's like NPC woman said, like, NPC girlfriend says, "Are you going to do me?" And you say yes, and it's like quick time event, and it's like ticking down, tick 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 tick. 10 minutes passes, and it's like you failed, and she fucking walks away. And then it's like, do you go out to the car to comfort your wife and salvage your marriage, or do you order pizza? Oh man, that got me. Oh, bro, that's insane. I just couldn't be me, bro. I couldn't be me any step of the way. Not one step away could this have been me in this story. That's insane. I mean, literally not me. I don't have a wife. I don't have date nights. No woman's dressing up in lingerie for me like this. Definitely not drinking wine. Definitely not watching movies. No woman's ever asked me if I'm gonna do her like that. I've never said yes, I'll do it to a woman. I've never waited 10 minutes to piss off a woman because I didn't do her. I've never killed the mood like that. I've never left my pissed off imaginary wife or whatever in her fucking car and ordered pizza and just fucking left her sad and fucking like pissed off and depressed. Like, bro, she wants you to go to her. That's like, she wants you to chase her. Is that right? I don't know. She's emotional, bro. She's not thinking logically, bro. She's sad and depressed because she wants to have sex with you, bro. Like, it's simple as, and you're telling her no through your actions. Your words say yes, but your actions say no. She's conflicted. She's hurt. Gosh, dude, I feel bad for bro, but I feel bad for her 100,000 times more than I feel bad for bro because he hurt her. But like bro said here, there's some kind of deeper problem here because this shit's not normal, bro. Like, I could talk for like 20 more minutes on just this. Like, bro, she's dressed up in lingerie for you, bro. I mean, in wine? God, dude, it's just... I think that's crazy. That's crazy. Never get approached by men. Just curious, what actually makes a guy approach a woman? I'm 25, woman, and I consider myself attractive. I think I'm fairly pretty, blah, 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 stuff. But she never gets approached. She'll notice guys make contact with their eyes, but that's all. However, both of her past relationships worked or started, and they didn't work out because in the past. It started because she did the first move. So, unless a woman gives an irrefutable sign she wants my attention, I will never in a million years approach her because nowadays, I hate when people say nowadays. That just bugs me. There's some expressions that become popular just bug me. Nowadays is one of them. I've never said this to anybody, but it just bothers me. Such a nothing complaint on my end, but it's just such a minor thing that bothers me. We're taught that women want to be left alone, and we are perceived as a nuisance at best and a threat at worst. Yeah. I think in general, yeah, it's kind of true. I'm not approaching. I'm just not approaching in general. It's just not who I am. Nah. It's just like naturally over time. Through our friendship just kind of develops naturally over time. It's just how stuff goes. I've never just gone up to a woman and been like, hey, you want to go on a date? It's never happened. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not the guy who's going to tell you why men aren't approaching you. Well, I mean, I guess. Do guys really think that some girls are just to have fun with? Ooh, that's a nuanced question. My male cousin and I, female, were at a party the other day and we were chatting with another guy. We were talking about relationships, and out of the blue, he said that girls like me are only meant for having fun. That's a crazy thing to say to somebody, especially like some other guy's cousin or whatever. That's crazy. My cousin was older than me, so blah blah blah. Caught me off guard. Same time made me think. Wait, we were talking about relationships. He said, my cousin is a shitty person. However, I do wonder if this is up. So wait, your cousin said this, or the other guy said this? I guess her cousin said this. However, I do wonder if this is how someone actually thinks. Some women are only meant to have fun with. That's a weird question. I'm looking to be in a relationship where it's a exclusive, monogamous, romantic and sexual relationship. Like that's the parameters of the relationship. I'm not looking to just hook up. That's just not me. So I'm not looking for any kind of friends with benefits or anything like that. It's just not who I am. It's not how I don't know. It's not how I feel about sex or romance or love or anything. So some women feel differently than me. We're just incompatible at that point. So to me, I'm not looking to just have fun. I'm looking to be in a fulfilling and happy relationship where we have fun as part of it. But are some women just for having fun versus like getting married to or having a long-term relationship with? It's difficult to say the person. It's like the circumstances. Some circumstances are set up or made just for like having fun. But I think it's kind of weird to say some girls are just to have fun with. I think that's a weird way to describe anything like that. Oh shit, 12 commandments and then that's it. Yeah. When guys take this long to type shit out, it's like, let's hear it. Let's hear what we've got. I'd like to share with you all the lessons I learned from bullying, anxiety, and laziness I've gone through. Shit. I hope you find this useful. You aren't lazy. I kind of am. You should have to take good care of your physical and mental health. I mean, that's true too, but I'm also kind of lazy. Train your body and mind, you'll find it. Yeah, okay, what are these 12 commandments, bro? I'm not going to go through all these. Nobody gives a fuck about you except your family and close friends. I'm going to one-up you on this, bro. One of the best pieces of advice I ever received was from a woman who I respect so much. It's difficult to overstate. But one piece of advice she gave me is, I'm paraphrasing, she gave me some advice to the effect of, nobody will care more about you than you care about yourself. Nobody will help you more than you help yourself. That is the piece of advice I was given from her. And it's true. Nobody's going to put me before they put themselves. I'm nobody's number one. I'm my own number one. So if I put somebody else first, who's putting me first? Nobody. So nobody gives a fuck about you except your family and close friends. I went up that and I say, you have to care about yourself more than anybody else can care about you. Maybe some people give a fuck, but I would not count on it. Perfectionism will kill your progress. Yeah, 100%. You just gotta send it. You're not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna be 100% ready for something. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Try to start. Environment is everything. Yeah, it's pretty true. Confidence is fake till it becomes real. Yeah, it's pretty true. It's also easy though to spot fake confidence in people. It's pretty easy to spot that on occasion. I think it's better to have no confidence than fake confidence. If people can see it's fake. Be careful of advice. Not everyone's your friend. Not everyone's trying to help you. That's facts. Man, I'm glad we're close to the end on just that. Man, it's that piece of advice is true in all situations that involve like assisting somebody else. Look at like the manosphere, red pill, incel stuff. The guys at the top peddling that shit, they're profiting off of every guy who's suffering, and they continue to profit so long as these guys continue to suffer. There's a monetary incentive for these guys to not give good advice, to break their cycles and habits and improve. It's to keep them where they are. And they're not their friends. They're not trying to help them. They're being selfish for themselves. I think it's true in a lot of cases. A lot of people are like that. I mean, it's different, but similarly, look at stuff like this, like the stock or crypto trading bots that have come up. Well, like the fake ones have come up. If that thing really worked and really did yield 2% return a week or whatever, guaranteed or some shit like that, 5% a day guaranteed, something crazy shit like that. If that actually worked, they would have used it or sold it already. They would have made hundreds of millions, if not billions, off of just that. They're not gonna try to make like $100 subscription a month off of somebody if they could sell the technology to, I don't know, some multi-billion-dollar hedge fund or whatever, and have them make all the fucking money. Like, if the richest people at the top in the stock market don't have a reliable way to get 5% return, how do you think you, Tommy Smith, living in fucking Kentucky, how do you think you think you are gonna somehow get a higher return than fucking Warren Buffett? Like, you're not gonna get a guaranteed 5%, 2%, or whatever. So it's people who give advice like that, like financial advice and shit, especially. They don't have your best. If they're selling a product, they don't have your best interest in mind. They have their own best interest in mind. Anyways, I'm gonna skip through some of these and see if there's any good ones. Most of your friends are not your friends. Most of your friends because both of you share the same kind of vice or addiction. Yeah, that's pretty true. I say it's pretty true. For me, it's in general. Once I leave the environment that I was friends with that person in, I just stop being friends with them. It's not that I hate them. It's that we just lose contact, and so it's the end of like the friendship. If we were to meet again in the future, maybe that might change. Maybe we could become friends again or whatever, since there's no like harsh feelings. But in general, yeah, for me it's like friendships end when we separate. But I don't know if I've ever had friends because of the same vice or addiction though. I don't really do any drugs with any friends. All the friends I had when I was abusing substances, they all kind of went through their own stuff, or I don't talk to them anymore. So I don't know. No one will save you. You gotta be your own best friend, greatest mentor. But I've been saying that. I've been saying you gotta treat yourself like you're your own best friend. Or like for me, it's like my own brother. I make sure I treat myself like my own brother, so I don't accidentally like fuck myself over, you know? I'm not gonna hurt my brother, so I'm not gonna hurt myself. That type of thing. Bonus, without patience, you will never get anywhere. If you expect things to happen immediately, you'll be met with disappointment. That's facts, bro. Shit takes a while to pay off in most situations. Fast, easy, quick returns on high investments, none of that shit's real. If that shit was real, you wouldn't even hear about it. That shit would be kept a secret. It's not used by people at the top because it doesn't work. No. It's like if something works, it's going to be used. I mean, similarly yet different. It's like stuff in video games. I know, weird to say, but it's like when I play video games with people and people can customize their characters and stuff in like a multiplayer game, and I see how poorly they perform, I look at their stuff and I'm like what are we doing? Like, we're all wrong. None of this stuff makes sense. It's all weird. Nothing. It just doesn't. I just don't know. I got kind of lost in that last little bit. I was going somewhere with that. It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Anyways. Anything else before it's the end? Do men like if they date women with a higher libido than them off-putting? Same libido. I want us to be in the same libido so that way we're both content, both happy, satisfied at the same time, similar time. It's not going to be the same, but close. If she wants more than I can offer, that's a problem. If I want more than she can offer, that's a problem. If we're equal, that's good. I never really like questions like that. It never really makes sense. I don't care about any of that stuff. What is this? What are men thinking? Oh, dude. Okay, I feel this already. Alright, we'll get to that in a second. I just started seeing a man who's 42. We met at a party in February and we have a lot of mutual interest. We met, hit it off, hung out all night. He immediately asked me out afterward, and we've been dating ever since. She likes him. He's smart, he's fun to talk to, he's a good cook, great career, stuff. Anyways, skipping ahead, he mentioned he likes princess cakes. Okay, I don't know what that is, which I cannot buy in my city at the last minute. I don't know what that is. Is that a different type of cake? That's not like a cake. I don't know. So I'm gonna make it. It's kind of a complex cake, so I'm going to try it. That's sick. People who can bake are fucking like wizards. Computer people, like computer technicians, ITs, they're often called like wizards. But like, bakers are like alchemists, like straight up alchemy type stuff. They're above science. They're above chemistry. They're alchemy. They're converting shit into shit. Crazy stuff. Are you kidding me? If you bake me some baked goods, it's over with. Like you've sealed me for life. It's like I'm trapped. And you don't even need to like refill the cookie tank or whatever. It's like you perma bought it. You buy it one time, I'm locked in for life. Baked goods can be pretty good. Alright, some. She likes the challenge, but she got him a present. He said he wanted some. Is she doing too much? Nope, you're not doing too much. You're doing a lot, but not too much. You're doing a lot, and he should appreciate you for all of that, but you're not doing too much. Here it is. What are men thinking? That's an insane question to ask, but I like it. So I was chilling with my boyfriend in the living room, and I saw him staring into absolute nothingness, and I was a bit concerned, but I didn't quite pay attention. I saw him do it again a few times over the week. When I asked him whether there's something he was thinking, he told me he was thinking about nothing. I didn't quite understand. How do you think of nothing? Somebody help me. I'm lost a bit. Not only do I understand this, I've stared off into nothing, absolute nothingness like this hundreds of times, easily 100+ times in my life. Like at my old workplace, I used to sit at my desk sometimes and just stare into the void of the world. Like I'm not staring at the wall, I'm not staring at the ceiling, I'm staring into nothing. And I'm thinking about nothing. I know exactly what he means when he's saying thinks about nothing. It is just not, it's just staring. The mind is empty. I've also been asked when I'm staring off like that, what am I thinking? The answer is nothing. And just like bro was saying here, oh no, bro isn't saying here, she's confused. Just like I'm saying to, like I'm my own bro, I'm just like I'm saying here, it's like bro's saying here. It is nothingness. There are no thoughts. It's facts. Yeah. Until somebody, much like many things in life, if someone hasn't experienced it, they cannot fully comprehend it. To stare into nothingness like this, to think about nothing like that, is its own feeling. I can't convey it. I stare. I just don't blink. And it's just nothing. The thoughts are empty, the eyes are open. I'm looking, but there's nothing that's being seen. And it's just nothing, no thoughts swirling. I just am. I'm not even thinking about how, I'm not even being mindful. I'm not even in the moment. I'm nothingness. Yeah. Like that's it. So, there are legitimate moments when we think of nothing. It's a glorious moment of reprieve from the stress of our lives. And there's the nothing we give when we're actually thinking about whether Lieutenant Surge and his team from the Pokemon universe would be able to defeat the Ninja Turtles. Know what you think? We're thinking about something else. Bro explained that perfectly well. The second nothing though that's so funny because I'm betting there of course can be women who experience that or think like that too. But like I'm betting that men understand. It's like sometimes it's just the weirdest thoughts pop into the brain. Sometimes they just kind of pop up. It's like I don't know. What happened if Julius Caesar wasn't killed in like the 60 BCs? Like, I don't know. Be interesting though. What would happen if aliens pulled up? Like, not like little green men from Mars. I don't know. Unknown figures to pull up in their UFOs and shit. Why would they land on our planet though? If they got the kind of technology, because the closest solar system to ours is what? Fucking, what's it called? I don't remember. We got that close ass fucking solar system near to us. It's like a light year away or something. If aliens are somehow pulling up to us, they're moving quick. They're moving quick. That's fucking freaky. So what are they doing? That's what I'm thinking about. And she asked me what am I thinking about? And I'm like nothing. I got nothing going on. Right? Like how am I so yeah, I understand what bro was saying. Sometimes it just makes no sense. Yeah, sometimes there just is nothing. Single men who enjoy being single, sell it to me. I'm just dealing with myself, not dealing with anybody else. I'm chill like that. That's pretty sweet. I'm trying to understand how women, I don't care, I'm not reading any of that. Girlfriend is financially immature and drive me insane. Yeah, nah. What makes men think a girl is easy? Eesh. Oh, we got a couple good questions here. Oh, a lot of good questions here. Shit. Alright. 20 minutes and and that's gonna be 2 hours. My friend loves men, any men. She does questionable things. Some. She meets men and ghosts men, hooks up with men quickly, flirting and opening up to every guy. We start dating and not stopping. Guys see this, realize what they thought was especially unique is not and is freely available. Anyone gives any effort. It makes them doubt the fun. Yeah. Yeah, bro's right though. It's too easy. It's like, I mean, people want to feel special in a relationship. It just makes sense. I want to be special to her. She wants to be special to me. Right? It makes sense. But if I'm number 41, number 7 of this year, number 41 all time, is that special? To me, I don't feel special. To her, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know about that. Men, do you really prefer natural? What do you mean? Lip fillers, Botox, fake lashes, upper bleph. I don't know what that is. Boob jobs, labiaplasty. I almost said some lipo. Or bubbles. Bubbles? I don't know what that is. Any other treatments, surgeries to enhance one's appearance as a young woman. Let's say 20s and 30s or even 40s. Since most men love huge boobs and full lips, one could think you like it when women have these things done, but then again, loads of men say they prefer natural, which is the truth. Depends on the man, of course, simplest answer, but if it's better to be natural and naturally flawed than unnatural and unnaturally flawed, I guess. I think it's just the simplest way to say it. Like, nobody's perfect when they get surgery. Nobody becomes perfect in the eyes of anyone and everyone. A person's still flawed. Even after cosmetic surgery, they're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. They're still flawed in some way. Me personally, I'd rather be with a woman who's naturally flawed, because it's who she is, rather than having tried to change her flaws. That's me though. But when you talk about, but you change it though. It's different. It changes. That's lip fillers, Botox, fake lashes, and like stuff like that. When you get to stuff like sexual stuff like boob jobs, labiaplasty, and stuff like that, like, I'm not looking. I mean, like, it's her body. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm dating her, I'm dating her. I'm attracted to her and her body. Would I prefer it? Would I prefer to be with a woman who didn't have these kinds of cosmetic surgeries? That's not a simple yes or no, though. I can't answer that with just like a yes or no. It doesn't. I don't know. It's just not simple like that. I'd rather she didn't have surgery, though. 'Cause, I mean, there's more problems if there's surgery involved. There's more potential problems, whether it's like an infection in the future. I'm betting there's some kind of statistic that's like, a person who has 1 cosmetic surgery is more likely to have 2 than a person with 0 is likely to have 1, or something like that. So I bet people are more likely to get more if they already have 1. So I'd rather we just stay at 0. Let's just Just run it natural. If you're not happy, run it natural, you know? Do your thing, but it's just not for everyone. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do men actually like to be asked out? Depends. More specifically, I was out and about. I saw a really attractive guy, but he was working. I didn't want to bother him while he was working. I kind of regret not trying at least. It depends. It depends. If I'm at work, I mean, I don't want to be bothered. It's me, though. But yeah, not in general, though. Yeah. Send it. Yeah, because I'm not going to ask you out. So if you're interested, send it. And I'll respond appropriately. Hell yeah. But other times where I don't want to be bothered, yeah, I mean, like, I don't be bothered, like, in general. But it's like once I'm bothered, though, once the conversation strikes up, it's like I'm over it. I'm no longer bothered. It's like we're in the conversation, we're good. I just don't want to talk up to that point. Once we're talking, we're good. So hell yeah, send it. Ask him out if you're interested. Hell yeah. It depends. You gotta do it on your own terms, though. This is something important. You gotta do it on your own terms. You don't let the other person decide the terms. Anyways, what happened? Broke up. He was making sacrifices. Communication broke down. She ended it. Gaslighted. Texting. No contact. Breaking up. Why did I delete it without reading it? When I first looked like lengthy text message based on first sentence, like I looked like on text message, blaming me, making accusations. Yeah, walk away and ghost her, 100%. I wasn't sure what this. Oh, I'm not even signed in. Absolutely walk away and ghost her, 100%. 100%. She's toxic. She's mistreating you. She's abusing you, probably in some kind of way. I don't know, buzzwords type of shit, but nah, bro, she's not healthy. It's not a healthy relationship. Just gotta get away. Don't read. I respect bro for not reading it. I 100% think that's the wrong call is to read it, because now you know what it says. To me, the right call is to delete it without ever reading it, because now you don't know what it could have said. It doesn't matter what it said. You don't know. You'll never know. But if you knew, what if it was some really hurtful shit that really cut deep? It's better to just not know sometimes. And it's not like it's going to be something good either. It's not like she's going to say, I love you, let's get back together. There's nothing, you don't need to read it. There's nothing you're going to gain from reading it. There's no value in reading it. It's best to just move on, delete it. You'll experience less pain if you just delete it without reading it. Fellas, what is your she's probably crazy red flag? There's a lot of them. Attention whores are the only guy friends, or the worst girlfriends from what I've heard. Attention whores. That's a weird way to describe it. Have I been friends with women who only had guy friends? I don't think so. Would that be a red flag? Kind of. I'd ask the question. Well, I mean, I wouldn't actually vocalize. I'd ask myself the question in my head. Why doesn't she have any female friends? Does she not get along with women? Does she not have any women in her circle? What's good? You know, like what's going on with that? Like why are women not, I don't know, spending time with her in any way? That's my question. What is that, you know? Alright, next, let's keep going down the list here. Let's see what these guys are saying. Oh, if they make vague statements like, I'll just end up hurting you. Ooh, yikes. Nobody should be talking about how it'll hurt you and shit like that. One told me she's heartless. She's not joking. Yeah, nah, she's telling the truth. I found that nasty people always tell themselves. That's facts. They'll tell you they're a shit person. Yeah. She sat cross-legged in front of the deli counter crying because I tried to break up. No. Almost got me fired. Ended up married for 20 years, now facing divorce. Don't get attached to the first girl looking your way. Yeah, that's good advice. It's good advice to the young bros out there. Nothing in her past was ever her fault. She was just dealt a bad hand. Bro, we're tying it back together almost 2 hours ago. We are our biggest op. If she doesn't say that her biggest problem in her life is herself, and she says everybody else in the world is out to get her, yeah, she's not self-aware at all. Yeah, nah. That's time to eat a donut. Yeah, social media is not it though. No. I don't post anything on social media. I'm not looking to be with anyone who is. I keep myself, mostly private. Stuff. Inability to take accountability. Yeah, that's a red flag. When you feel bad about how he reacted to her behavior, yeah, it's a big red flag. Never apologizes. A huge red flag. Nobody is infallible. Everybody can fuck up. Everybody can make mistakes. Everybody can make poor choices. Everybody's able to hurt somebody else. If she's never apologized, then she feels like she's never done something wrong enough to apologize, to say she's sorry. I doubt that. I don't know. I doubt that. Need lots of support, chronically in crisis, and probably get solved when another happens right away. Yeah. Yeah, nah, they're just in this case, this person is just creating problems for themselves. They need conflict, and I feel that 100%. I understand. That's not healthy in relationships. So nah, it's a red flag. Gotta bounce away from that. The bombing at the beginning, yeah, it's a big red flag. Yeah. Being too interested in my interests but not sharing any of her own. Chameleon, is she trying to take over some of your interest? Do you like hockey and suddenly she a big hockey fan? Huh? I don't know. Is your favorite movie Tombstone? Is her favorite movie now Tombstone 2? It's crazy. It's the first time she's ever seen it, but she loves it. Crazy. Showing me conniving behavior, like asking for discounts on damaged goods or petty theft. Yeah, it's a huge red flag. Wanting to keep friend groups separate so that her friends never talk to each other. That's really weird. Have I ever done that? No. Like I've ever purposely kept friend groups apart. Not letting me talk to her friends. That's really weird. I used to be a totally heartless bitch, but I've changed. That's crazy. If she ever threatens suicide, if she ever self-harms, or if she ever emotionally manipulates in any way. Yeah, I think, yeah, those are definitely red flags. Never stay in a relationship with somebody who threatens to kill themselves if you do anything they don't like. It's not healthy for you. She ever claims to have magical powers or psychic powers? Okay, come on. I'm crossing that off the list. Alright, magic exists, okay. She could cast some chi balls, maybe she can use some magic, circular protections, type of thing. That's possible. Alright, she can cast spells. She has a wand. We'll see. She's been disowned by her family. It depends though on why the disowning occurred, but it's a question mark for sure. It's a real question mark. She got 2 ex-husband paying child support already. That's very specific. That's 2. If she has 1 ex-husband, that's already concerning in my mind. She wants to break the law with me. Yeah, I'm not looking to break the law with anyone. I think that's a red flag if someone's trying to convince me to break the law with them. It depends on the law, though. It depends. The law depends on the country. Depends on the year. Depends. If she crosses my clearly stated boundaries, yeah. If she consistently breaks my trust and brushes it off, bro, like I've been saying since minute 15 or something. If somebody lies to your face, ask yourself, can you trust this person? Simple as. I have to say no. That's like, if she lies to my face and says she didn't talk to him, she hasn't seen him in months. They just hugged. There was nothing else. They just friends. If she says anything like that, and it's even like remotely untrue, I mean, trust is broken. It's gone. She lied to the face. Dating other men while we're married, and saying she's just seeing friends. What did little bro just say? One-on-one at concerts, camping trips, Disneyland resorts. Yeah. That's red flags. Tell me I already agreed to something when she pushes the boundaries even further. Nobody fucking tells me what I agreed to. All right, I know what I agreed to. Nobody's telling me that somehow I agreed to this next thing, even though I agreed to the previous thing. It's not. Nobody tells me that. It's not gonna happen. That's crazy. That's a red flag for sure. I'm black. What if I come across a black woman wearing colored contacts? It tells me everything I need to know. I don't know what that means. Like actual eye colored contacts? Why would that? I'm taking a bite of this donut. Like, I don't know. Think about that. I met a grand total of 7 people who wore eye contacts. Always blue or gray, weirdly enough. Yeah, it fits. Every last one of them has been insane. I've never met somebody. Maybe in Japan I met somebody. I think in Japan it's kind of common to see some people wear fake colored eye contacts. Like, I sold them at like stores, I think. I remember seeing them at like Don Quixote or something. Would that be a red flag? I don't know. That'd be kind of odd to me. I don't know why someone would do that, but I don't know. You're all crazy, so are you. You just need to find the crazy that works for you. My wife is a nut, so am I. Aren't saying any compliments each other. That didn't rhyme. Do you rhyme you with you and you didn't rhyme I and other? What is this? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, everybody's odd, everybody's weird, everybody's kind of crazy in some kind of way, to some extent. Some people are kind of normal, though. There's a baseline normal. Crazy's kind of too far. Everybody's odd and unique. You just gotta find the odd and uniqueness that works for you. That's facts. She's willing to date me. I would never want to belong to a club that would have me as a member. That makes me laugh. I thought there was a point in my life where I've thought to myself, I'm in such a bad spot. Like, if a woman wanted to date me right now, and this is what I thought in the past, multiple years ago, I'm in such a bad spot. Like, if a woman wanted to date me like right now, like, what would that say about her? And I'm thinking, like, damn, like, she gotta be down bad if I'm her choice. Like, that was the time where that was the case, where I felt like that. It's like, shit. But now, I mean, I know who I am. An absolute inability to manage time or be punctual. I cannot deal with people who, again, are not on time. People who are late to shit piss me off so much. It's like, it's so unnecessary, man. It's so unnecessary. I hate that in general, man. If it's like, it starts at 8, I'm there at like 7:45. Shit's like 8:03, then it starts. You kidding me? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Things start at 2:15. It starts. Okay, it's 2:20. All right. Now you walk out. If I showed up 5 minutes late to the appointment, I'd probably get hit with like a no-show. You show up 5 minutes late to the appointment, and it's, come on back. We're good. What? The fuck are we talking about? Yeah, nah. You gotta be able to manage time. That's a basic. It's like a basic fucking thing. Some people can't, though. Some people are incapable of managing time. That's not like their fault. But in general, though, people who are intellectually capable enough to who can manage time should be able to. And I feel the pain. Slamming cupboard doors? What is this, a fucking barn? Who's the fuck slamming doors? That's fucked up. That's like double red flags. Why are you doing that? There's no reason to. Yeah, that's a double red flag. If her best friend's constantly cockblocking you, ooh, good advice, let's see. While your girl looks innocent and spineless, let me tell you, she's probably behind the plot. I have seen so many posts of people making fun of the fat girl that will cockblock you from her pretty friend with a bunch of guys naively thinking she's just envious. Pretty times she's just being a good friend and following her pretty friend's pre-agreed directions with well-established signs. I know, I was that fat girl at some point. All her boyfriends hated me. I thought I was being a loyal friend who helped. No questions asked, zero judgment. The girl was a manipulative, conniving thing. I regret helping her break so many hearts. You live and learn. Damn, that's fucked up. Why would you help somebody break hearts like that? Damn, that's kind of fucked up. Damn. They're planning this shit out in advance? Who goes to the effort of like fucking choreographing? Like what? Like, who does this? Who puts in this effort? What? Pre-agreed directions with well-established signs? That's some fucking insane shit, dude. Bro, I don't even like fucking spend more than like 15 minutes thinking about what I'm gonna do for the day. Why the fuck is somebody spending time with directions and fucking establishing what? That's crazy. The sex is probably the best you've had and she's the one fucking you? What? What does that mean? She's probably crazy. Fuck, I lost it. The sex is probably the best you've had and she's the one fucking you. Okay, it's a red flag if she's the best. Okay. If she's the one fucking me, how is that the case? I think I understand. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. No one's ever treated me this way before. Yeah, that's a yikes. That's a yikes for me, little bro. Wow. So she finally found a decent guy girl person. Yikes. That person has never had a healthy relationship in her life. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, nah. Anyone who actually believes in astrology or sees a psychic? Unironically, true, but ironically, astrology is at least kind of fun to at least look at. But it's like looking at like fake comics or whatever, watching like wrestling. It's like fake stuff. It's like it's entertaining in the moment, but there should be nothing serious about it. So yeah, red flag if someone is taking astrology pretty seriously. I don't know, I'm skipping all that. I feel like they're a bit crazy, as long as you can fix her. Oh, bro, let me tell you, you can fix her. You don't even need to bother asking. You can, and you will successfully fix her. You just have to try, right? That's sarcasm. You can't fix her, because she can't fix herself. She's always the victim. Oh, we did one like that. She jokingly says she's crazy. It's not a joke. When people say they are something negative, why would they? If somebody's like, I'm crazy, I'm a heartless bitch, I'm blunt, people don't like when I say the truth. Okay, you're an asshole, thanks for telling me, I got you. But if someone's like, I'm a really kind, empathetic person, I care about others, I'm not taking them at face value. I'm saying, why are you telling me this? We're fucking, what is this? Why, what? Okay, like, you should have empathy. It's a basic human emotion. Like, I feel you. If you don't, I get you. I'm lacking some empathy in some areas too, but like, what? What are we doing? Yeah, nah, she says she's crazy. She's crazy. And if she says she's normal and everybody else is crazy, she's probably kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's crazy or something. I have ADHD. Yeah, I hate when people, I just in general hate when people are like, that's my OCD, that's my ADHD, that's my ADD, that's my autism, that's my whatever. It's like, is it, or is it you just saying it though? Like, I don't know. So I just ignore it, I just move on. It's not, it doesn't bother me for more than like 3 seconds when somebody says something like that. I just move on. She never stopped at any of the 5 stop signs. Yeah, I'm never getting in the car with her. What? She doesn't stop at 5 stop signs. She's trying to kill you, bro. Every person she's ever dated is an asshole. Yes, facts. She never said anything good about them. Yes, facts. Yeah, it's facts. Real adults can acknowledge people who are incompatible, people who are assholes. You chicks are the latter. Yeah. That's why I've been saying incompatible, bro. Some people are assholes, but most people are just incompatible. One girl had mentally the fucking illest, and if you don't keep my attention, bye-bye in her Tinder bio. I thought it was gonna be tattoos. I 100% thought it was gonna be, she got that in tattoos. It's crazy. If you don't keep my attention, bye-bye. Yeah. I'm not keeping your attention. I know that for a fact. I'm gonna lose your attention in like 15 minutes. So we're just gonna say bye-bye before we ever say hi. That's just it. It's just on the test you see how you respond. Yeah, I don't do tests. Alright, I don't study. I don't practice. I don't do tests. Not doing any of that shit. Alright. I'm me. I'm me. You know, like I'm not. What are some things people test others over? Test. One common was like the cheating test. Tests. It's like, I'm not gonna cheat on you. That's facts. On God, for real. I'm not gonna cheat. Nobody needs to test me to see if I'm gonna cheat. I don't need nobody. If some woman out of nowhere texts me and is like, "Hey, do you want to hook up?" I'm block, delete, ignore. I don't know who that is. I don't trust who that is. I'm not gonna get catfished. I'm blocking. I don't use Instagram or anything like that, so it's not like anybody's gonna be able to connect with me like directly as if they know me or if I know who they are like that. And if I'm dating her, I'm not gonna like go out of my way to try to cheat. And if any of her friends or anyone she knows is trying to hook up with me, I'm just gonna tell her, like, hey, look, your fucking friend is texting me some weird shit. Like, what's going on with this? So, yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, I don't know. Horse girls are crazy. It depends, but I agree. Yeah, I mean, think of anybody who drinks a lot of alcohol, that's a concern. Should be right to calling women whores. Women call other women whores. Attention whores mean they're obsessed with attention, not who's following, which often but it's easy to read. They can call anybody a whore. Oh. Yeah, no, attention whore is not the same thing as like a sexual whore. It's different. They don't like it when you are vulnerable, show weakness. Man, people look at being vulnerable with someone else as being a sign of weakness. It's a sign of trust, though. Like, if I'm being vulnerable with a woman, I trust her. I trust her enough to be vulnerable with her. It's like putting down the strap. It's like sheathing the sword. It's like I trust you enough that I'm willing to let down my guard, to not put up my walls, to let you into my life. Like, that's trust. And I think there's strength in showing your trust in someone. I don't think it's any kind of weakness. It's just the opposite to me. So when somebody has that flawed mentality of, like, a person is weak for what? Showing who they are? we're strong for pretending to be someone we're not. We're strong for holding in our emotions. And look at the people who say a person is weak for being vulnerable. Just look at the people who say that. Look at what their other beliefs are, what else, other opinions they hold. I guarantee you, the people that say stuff like this, they're not normal. They're not sane. They're not normal. They're not on the same wavelength. They're weird. They're just off target. The girl who told me I'm not perfect, I have many flaws, and I feel like you deserve better than me, and you're the first guy who treated me this well, indeed was not perfect, did have many flaws, and ended up not appreciating my effort. Yeah, now she said all 3 red flags. I'm not perfect, I have many flaws. That's a fact, but like, you don't need to say that though. I think she said that just to kind of justify her behavior. I'm just a human, I'm just flawed. It's a stretch on my end, but I think that's accurate. I feel like you deserve better than me. See, that's putting people on pedestals and shit like that. You deserve better. Nobody's good enough for you. If you say that to someone, they're gonna believe you eventually. She kept saying that to him, so he's gonna believe it. Or he's gonna subconsciously take that to heart. He's gonna resent her for it. She's gonna say, you deserve better than me. He's gonna say, you're good enough for me. I love you. You're more than enough for me. And she's going to continue to say it, and it's going to continue to fucking not stay with her because it's not about what the saying is. It's about the validation and reassurance. It's like there's no winning that. There's no solving any problems because it's not a thing to be won, and it's not a conversation that can be resolved or a problem that can be resolved. It's a game that she decides the rules on, and you haven't crossed the finish line yet, or she hasn't crossed the finish line yet. Something like that. If your first day goes something like, in the first half hour, she says, don't get your hopes up, I don't have sex on the first date. You say, I respect that completely. Okay? Don't get your hopes up, I don't have sex on the first date. Okay? I don't know why she'd tell me that though. I'm already going in without hopes of us having sex. I'm not having sex on the first date anyways. It's not happening. So I don't know why she'd have to say that. We probably already have that conversation. Oh, never mind. Maybe we don't. I don't know. Yeah, I say I respect that. That's how she feels. I respect how she feels. And then the day she goes home with you and immediately takes you in the bedroom to have sex. Yeah, it's a red flag. Once done, she says, that's really crazy. I've never done that before so quickly. She's a liar and batshit crazy. Definitely does anal though. We're at least a couple more dates. Alright, that's crazy. It's a crazy thing to say. Bro, you're asking for trouble if you know she's crazy and you stay with her. You're asking for craziness to come find you because you're staying in the room with her, bro. What's this one? Leopard, cheetah, print, anything? That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Bro's onto something. Alright, last couple. Typically she has 0 female friends and refers to female coworkers as bitches or I've never heard hencluckers. That's gotta be European. That's crazy. Constantly getting you to cancel plans last minute. Fucking, if we cancel plans more than like too soon, too late, fucking, if we cancel plans too many times, we're just done. I'm not making more plans if we keep canceling. It's out. We're done. Only as guy friends or no guy friends? Or she got no friends, even worse? Depends. A lot of it depends. Yeah, I mean, you want to be with someone who has healthy relationships with people in general. Yeah, of course. How they treat strangers, what their family says about them behind their backs at family gatherings. It's oddly specific. How they respond to bids for attention on boring days together. We're doing something together, or we're having a boring day just chilling, and I want her attention. What do I do? Hey, girlfriend, do you want to have some, I don't know, do you want to watch a movie? Do you want to, like, play a game? Or just, like, I don't know, like, cuddle? Like, I don't know. I think that's how I'd probably try to get her attention or something. How you disagree or fight? I'm not looking to fight with anybody though. Like, it's a relationship. We're supposed to love each other and have fun and go through life with each other. It's not gonna be perfect, but to fight though, I'm not looking to fight. Like, I don't even fight with my enemies. I fight with myself more than I fight with anybody. If I'm fighting with my girlfriend, that's a problem, I feel like. Anyways. Butterfly tattoo. That's crazy. If you aren't into damaged women, always be careful on butterfly tattoos. Anyways, I was eating the donut. It took a minute. Ah. Butterfly tattoo specifically? There are certain types of tattoos in certain places I would consider red flag worthy for sure, for sure. But butterflies in general? No, I think butterflies in certain places would be huge red flags, but I think in general, I think it's kind of just like a basic thing more than a red flag thing. Anyways, next. Set any random boundary, see if they smash it. That's a good one. Why are we doing tests though? We're back to doing tests. I don't. But that's harmless, I guess. I don't know. Set any random boundary, see if they smash it. I don't even know what that would be though. I'm not good at setting boundaries. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not good at that. Do them to get jiggy after an argument. Neg. I don't know what that means. Shouting, humiliation. I have no idea what that sentence is supposed to translate to. Do them to get jiggy. Do they mean have sex? Do they want to have sex after an argument or fighting or something? That would be a red flag if that's what they're referring to. I don't know what else they mean by jiggy. Dancing? Doesn't fit. Say things like, I'm used to people trying to please me all the time. Yeah, nah, we're not. That's a flag. That's a big red flag. I get bored easily. Yeah, red flag. Or puts you down in front of others. Yeah, that's huge. Nobody puts me down in front of others like that. What the fuck? Make some stories. Yeah, why are you lying? If you're gonna exaggerate your story, that's one thing for storytelling purposes. If you just make some shit up or lie some shit, it's a problem. Slags off others. Europe. That's a European. When they're not there, never apologizes for small stuff. That's a fact. Go silent and talk about positive things in your life. That's a fact. That's a fact. Creates drama. Yeah. Post constantly on social media. Yeah. I attract these idiots like bears to honey. You should stop though. How are you attracting these people? No idea. Expecting me here. This is what I was looking for. Subconsciously. Expecting me to wait around while she explores options. I've seen people be like this. Not in real life though. Thankfully, just over the internet, I've seen stories like this. Bros, I'm telling you. If she wants to explore other options, she's not choosing you. If she wanted you, she would choose you. She wants to compare you to other men now. She's saying you're not good enough anymore. She's saying she was happy. Now she's not happy with you. She wants someone else. And she's looking for somebody else to change. She's looking for someone else other than you. She's not the one. I'm not looking to be her second choice. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to be the one she settles with. I want her to be enthusiastically with me, so there is no other options. I'm her option. She's my option. Yeah, nah, there's no exploring other options. That's a fucking relationship killer on the spot. Not being disconnected from an ex or still having feelings for an ex, that's facts. Me personally, I think it's just best to be 100% disconnected from exes in general. I just think that's best for everybody. Yeah, definitely if she still has feelings for an ex, that's not even just a red flag. That's a no-go. That's a straight up black flag. Like, the relationship is just not happening. She still has feelings for an ex. She's not committed to me. We're over. It's done. We're committed to our relationship, not to me. Get sex with once and a couple blah blah blah. Texts you 40 times and calls you half a dozen times, only just a few hours because you didn't respond to her initial text due to hanging out with a war buddy who's in town. Yeah, I think it would be a red flag if I'm with the woman who I've been talking to for maybe like a month or so, and we've had sex once, and a few days after we had that sex, she texts me 40 times approximately, and half a dozen times calls me. I think that'd be kind of a red flag. That might be a bit of a red flag, yeah. When she asked for the specific time of your purchase run, that's a banger question, bro. That's a banger. One. In case you don't know, that's astrology. It's often, it'll be the day, year, like date of birth, day, month, year, and time of birth. I've straight up asked my mom for my time of birth to put it into like an astrology app. So yeah, it's 100% what it's for. Extreme avoidance and unwillingness to understand me, and most of all, creating false narratives about situations that put them in the right. Yeah, that'd be red flags for sure. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it with one last check over on. Give me a top from the year. Yikes. Oh. This is a topic for its own time. Definitely talk about this at some point. Blah blah blah. Stuff. Yeah, a lot of red pill stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just dragging this on for no reason. I don't know. Interesting though. Subreddits like this. I don't know. I wouldn't take advice from the internet like this. At least I would just take it at face value. But I don't know. It's interesting stuff at least to think about. For me, I just try to put myself in the story and just ask, how might I feel? How might I act? I don't know for certain, of course, because I haven't experienced it, but I just ask myself, how, if she did that, how might I respond? How might I feel? I might feel like that. Yeah, I'd probably feel like that. So I just gotta do that for myself and find some entertainment like that on Reddit. That's how I enjoy it sometimes. But I don't know. I try to stay away from social media in general because shit's unhealthy. It's just, I don't know. It just becomes unhealthy very quickly. So I just try to stay away. I listen to music, watch YouTube, play video games. It's like that's it. I'm not looking to, I don't watch TikTok. I'm not trying to rot my brain and my attention span and stuff. I try to do my thing. And I think the closing thoughts are just, since this was all about Ask Men and men and stuff, there's no like good piece of advice to sum this all up with, but I think the best advice is to understand who you are, to just reflect on yourself and your actions, your thoughts, what you say, how you treat other people, and try to understand more about yourself, how other people might view you or perceive you, how you might present yourself to others, and try to be aware of yourself. I think self-awareness is one of the most important aspects of being just a human. Being able to stop and say, should I do that again? Should I do this next? It's only through self-reflection can we learn new things and adapt from previous iterations. So when it comes to relationships and stuff, there's no easy advice where it's join this group or pick up a sport or go start picking classes from wherever. There's no simple advice that'll work for anyone, everyone, anytime, any place. You gotta understand yourself. What might work for you? For me, it's tabletop games with people. That might work. That's one way I might meet people. Swimming. Maybe I might meet people that way. Not likely. Right? What else do I do? And then video games. It's like for me, I understand I'm not in a position where I'm surrounding myself with people to interact with and talk to and stuff, and especially not women who might be interested in a relationship with me. So I just accept that and just acknowledge that I'm chill. I'm just me, just doing my thing. I'm happier than I have been in the past, for sure. Do I ever feel lonely? Yeah, I feel lonely on occasion. Frequently, I might say. I think that's kind of common. It shouldn't be normal, but I think it's common. It's common for everybody. It's not gender specific or anything. I think people in general are just kind of lonely. But at the same time that we all understand that we're all lonely, we also still, in general, don't really do much about that. We just kind of complain. I feel like in general people just kind of complain about it. I'm not saying it's easy to make any changes. I'm not making any changes. I'm still doing the exact same thing I'm doing. I'm meeting people. It's just, but I'm also not one of the men who's I need a government issued wife or whatever. I need a government issued bang maid who I can call mommy and who's gonna pick up after the garbage and cook my food for me and whatever. That's what some of these guys want. Some of these guys are fucking weird. 30-year-old men, they won't have jobs. They want their girlfriend or whatever to work full time, bring in the income, and take care of the house and cook and clean and everything. It's what? That's a moment where self-reflection is necessary, but if that person could self-reflect, they wouldn't be who they are at that moment. They would have stopped at some point along the way, I feel like. So to me, I just think some people are kind of too far gone with stuff like that. I think it's kind of sad. Definitely the last couple of years has really increased that, I think. It's definitely not millions of people. We're definitely talking maybe in the tens of thousands or whatever, hundreds of thousands at most. You're feeling this type of way, but even then I think that rate's increasing. There's going to be a lot of pissed off and angry people, just in general. It's so full of hatred and anger, especially some of these men and women, not on the subreddit thankfully, but on some other sites and stuff. But I've just never understood the incels hate towards women. It's always just confused me. But I don't know. I've tried to understand what they feel and what they think. It's just difficult because a lot of it is dumb. Doesn't make sense. It's illogical. A lot of it is. It's just emotional complaints on their end. Right? We've already talked about it. I don't mean to go back in circles and stuff. It's a height thing. I don't know. I'm looping on that. I'm gonna skip that. We're gonna call it here so that way I don't keep looping. That's it. Hopefully this was somewhat entertaining at least. This was good for me. I just wanted to talk. Just want to get my thoughts out. I think this was good for me. More than anything, I just want to talk for a bit. Thank you.